I thought you saw guys responded to some adverse situations. I mean, you give up a play. Is one play going to define a drive? You know, does one play lead to two plays and three plays, and all of a sudden you're giving up points? And so from a positive standpoint, I thought we responded in some of those. Now, you never want to give up an explosive play, but if you respond to it, then you got a chance to, either hold them to a field goal or try to get off on down. So that was the plus. I mean, we got a long way to go. So many mistakes. And obviously we'll correct those on video. The least of which probably, from a tackling standpoint, it's the first live, stuff since December. But so we're going to improve in that area quite a bit. But some young guys got work. So yeah, some good, some bad, some ugly, and so we got to correct the bad and the ugly.
You said a lot of mistakes, tackling, things like that. What are other things you feel like you need to correct going into this?
Well, I think from a run standpoint, we talk about being really sound in our gaps, and it's not a sometimes thing. It's not a maybe thing. We tell our guys we don't run a my bad defense. So, if every play one guy's saying, well, oh, my bad, I should have done this or that. And so I just see that too much, the attempt is to do the right job, but we got to be more demanding on ourselves from that standpoint. So I think that was probably the most glaring thing. And then the other thing is takeaways. It's not okay that we didn't get a takeaway today, and give the credit to our offense for protecting the football. But there's opportunities. Like I told the guys, don't walk off the field and think, well, it just didn't go our way today, because that's not us. And so disappointed that way.
Just get sharper mentally. Reads. I heard reads being yelled an awful lot today. Was that really a big thing?
Well, it is. I mean, just our eyes are so important at every level of the defense. Whether it's the D line, watching the ball. We had an issue this week in terms of guys jumping off sides, and that's just lack of discipline. And so, really made an. It's funny. You put them in the sandpit a couple times, and all of a sudden they stay on side. So. It starts there, having great eyes. And then on the back end, whether it's linebackers seeing a run pass or DBs, making sure they got the appropriate eyes on whether it's the quarterback or receivers. And, no, that's huge. It gives you a chance to be successful. Poor eyes really can hurt a defense.
You guys like to say a Nate DeRuyter stepped up and made a few plays.
Yeah.
Can a good scrimmage change the way players perceive the next week in practice?
It needs to. I mean, that's why you do them. You want these guys to obviously compete. And I mean, it's about taking advantage of the opportunities, and you don't know how many opportunities you're going to get. And you try to explain to these guys that if you're given one, whether it's in practice or in a scrimmage situation, you got to take advantage of it. And I thought Nate did some good things today, which is good for him and good for us.
Coaches are never happy with where you're at, but are you happy with the progress you guys have made during spring so far?
I think at times, probably a little bit of a roller coaster, which may not be completely abnormal. Probably most programs are in that situation. Some good days, good periods of practice, poor periods of practice. But I think overall the effort's been good. Our guys are kind of have bought into that. Yeah, you're never pleased. So I won't say it.